Good evening, everybody. How we doing? So I'm just going to check that we are indeed live. Yep, we're live. That's good. So how are we all doing? Lovely to see you all. Hope you're all safe and well. Now this stream, I have changed the title from Budget Gaming PC because I was going to do this stream on the Budget Gaming PC, and I've changed the title to Gaming Natively on Linux. Hey up CFW, hey up GS, hey up Bex, lovely to see you all. Just so you know, I have the girls in the morning. Hey up Gion, JP, I think it used to be. Hey up Nab, hey up Cider, lovely to see you all. Um, and I'm actually unmuted for a change. Yeah, I'm not doing so well. I've been for my nightly walk tonight and my legs collapsed 4 times. Fortunately, I've not fallen over and hurt myself or anything, but just some days you seem to have bad days. The rest of the days are great. Hey up, Robbie. Lovely to see you, man. Hope you're safe and well. So what I thought to do for tonight's live stream, and I don't know how well this is going to work out, being as we're on StreamYard and not on OBS, but we'll give it a crack anyway. I thought I'd load up all the games that I'd like to play and run them natively. Now, Star Wars The Old Republic and Farm Simulator and World of Warships are Windows only games, so I have to use Proton for them. But there is a whole raft of other games that we can have a look at and run natively under Steam. I'm going to put that over there. Hopefully it'll stay on top. Hey up, Michael. Lovely to see you. Maybe it won't. As I say, I don't know how this stream's going to go. Because I've not had a chance to test it. I don't know if it's going to be a huge success or if it's going to be a bit like me and fall flat on its arse. But nevertheless, we'll see. So the first game I'm going to run is Black Mesa. This is going to run natively. Of course, I think these are all Vulkan. I'm tempted to say OpenGL, but I'm sure they're all Vulkan. Yep, and the chat staying on the top of the screen is great. I will try and adjust that a bit. There we go. So hopefully you can see a bit more of the game. I use bottles and got Guild Wars 2 running pretty good since don't use Steam account for it. Yep. Well, I run Guild Wars 2 via Lutrus and it works beautifully for me. I don't know why that minimized, but nevertheless, let's put it back over there. Maybe it's because of this, because of you move this. I don't know. There we go. That will do. Let's get Black Mesa back up. There we go. So this is Black Mesa running in OpenGL. I don't know what it looks like on your screen. Hey up, Johnny. Lovely to see you. It doesn't matter if it's stuttery or looks crap on your screens. It looks gorgeous on my screen. And the fact that we're not using Proton, we're not doing Wine in any way, shape or form. We're not having to download loads of DirectX bits and pieces. So I'm going to go campaign, Black Mesa inbound, and let's start the game. And let's see how this run goes. Looks good. Thank you all. That's very kind. I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're all having a fantastic time, whatever it is you're doing. I'm just having the time of my life on MX Linux. I hope you're having a similar experience on whatever Linux you're running, or if you're running Windows or Mac, well, I hope you're very happy with it. Hey up, Paro, how you diddly doing? Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Once your oral surgery, well, I hope that goes well for you. Gian, you have our love. Looks and sounds great here on the East Coast. Thank you, CFW. Smooth on your tablet. Thank you, Nab. Looks good. Thank you, Bex. Looks good. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, everybody. Oh, my bloody phone's going mad, of course, because I'm trying to sodding stream. Oh, it's my son sending me a picture of his evening meal. Jolly good. So we'll see how some of these games look and run. I mean, I am very excited. Where did Sergey go? I've no idea. I'm sure he's safe and well. The graphics is nice on that game. Yeah, I think you'll find the graphics are nice on all the native Linux games. Whereas it used to be native Linux games were a very piss poor second to running them in Proton. But of course, not every game is happy to play ball. And as I say, we are streaming it. Normally, if I'm just running it, it's fine. Don't forget this is an e-waste PC, not a main gaming rig. Bless you, Aro. Well, who knows? Maybe in the future I'll get hold of Sergey and we'll get it on. That'd be nice for everybody, wouldn't it? Calculate Linux. I'm still running it. It's a nightmare, but it's fine. After my stroke, I just don't have the will to run a distro that I've got to spend the bulk of my time adminning. I just don't have the will. MX Linux, install it, forget it, do the stuff on it that you want to do. That's really what I'm after in these modern days. Yeah, absolutely, Stealth. And don't forget, you also have GeForce Now, and League of Legends is readily available on GeForce Now. And you don't even have to install it or maintain it. You just play it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. RO, it's whatever floats your boat. You know, I mean, if you're happy and enjoy spending your time adminning an operating system, great. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Me, nah, I want to do a lot of gaming in the time that I've got left. So to answer your question, GS, yes, I don't see why you can't play League of Legends. I would look at Lutrus. I'll have a look at it for you in a minute on Lutrus once we've done the demo on Black Mesa. But you can certainly play it on G. I'm sure I'll double check for you live on stream that it is available on the GeForce Now. Hey up, Logan. Lovely to see you, man. Cider got Submerged Hidden Depth the other day as it's on sale. Great, yeah, I've done a video on it, Cider. It's a great game along with the original. I heard the open source NVIDIA is almost ready, so maybe soon be able to use. I've heard that the open source won't work with a lot of games on Steam, Michael. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's what I've heard. You'll need to use an NVIDIA driver. The open source driver won't cut it. Just saying. So whether it's something to do with Proton, I don't know. Whether it's something to do with the DirectX bits, I don't know. I was not aware of what happened with you since I took a break from the whole computer thing. So I spent very long time finding you on YouTube. Oh, you're doing fine. Sad to hear what happened. Yeah, it's just real life, RO. I'm getting there. It's just a very long, slow process. Yeah, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, recover from a stroke. It's really, really tough, and I get why so many people end up giving up and bedridden. I was not one of them people. I would not, absolutely not give up for 1 second, and I've still not given up now. So I shall keep fighting as long as I can. Oh, bless you, Logan. You already have, my friend. When I was in hospital, I did a couple of streams from a Chromebook, and a Chromebook was a lifesaver for me in hospital. Tethered it to my phone, and it was fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Yep, you must never give up stealth, ever. Thank you, Johnny. You just, it's like every night I like to walk a mile. A lot of the nights I sit here and think, do I really want to do this? And yes, I do. And I know some nights when I go out, it's going to be horrendous, but you have to push through it. You have to punch it. If life kicks you in the teeth, pick yourself up, dust yourself down, and kick it back twice as hard in the teeth. That's my attitude. And sometimes you'll prevail and smash it and own it, and other times you'll fail miserably. Well, you need to take the failures as a learning experience, not be negative, and go again next day. Simple as that. So, are we going to get to the destination? Probably not, Michael. They do love their intros on Half-Life. Just saying. Yeah, I'm not the same person I was before my stroke. That is a fact, RO. And it's just real life. 1 minute you're fine, the next minute, bang, have a bit of that. You're on the bones of your arse. Yep, absolutely. Yep, absolutely, RO. So, all you can do is take it in your stride. And as I say, give it a thorough kicking. There we go. Well, if that wasn't a long enough intro for you, you've got issues. But it did allow me to do a nice intro to the live stream. Morning. Yeah, as usual. Well, I mean, I can only tell you what it looks like on my PC. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. And it's running really, really well. No Proton. And if any of you would like to see the settings in Steam, you've only to ask and I'll happily show you them. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to exit Black Mesa. I'm not, well, we could do a quick save, I suppose. Ready for when I do play it, because I do want to play all of these games through. We've got quit there. Don't save because we've already saved it. Let's quit the game and we should now be back on the desktop. First things first. So if I wanted to play any AAA title on Linux, and I'd got an E-Waste PC like I've got here, my first port of call would definitely be GeForce Now. So let's load up GeForce Now, close the tab, agree and continue. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure I am logged in. Yeah, I am logged in. So I think it was League of Legends, wasn't it? League of Legends. And there she is, League of Legends. And she's readily available in the library for you to play. You do need to technically get it, even though it is free to play. Riot Games, play for free. You need to create an account, I'm assuming. But that would be my first port of call. Now, if for whatever reason GeForce Now isn't a suitable option for you, i.e. you don't want to run it on Google Chrome, or you've got a shit internet connection, well, what are you playing League of Legends for in the first place? But I get it. So let's assume that GeForce Now, for whatever reason, is not an option for you. Let's have a look under Lutrus. I really don't want to sign in at all. So here's the games on Lutrus. Bearing in mind I am streaming and it is an e-waste PC. League of Legends. It doesn't look like... Oh, it is League of Legends. There it is, by Riot Games. Beautiful. What does it say? No, it's gold. And you need to select whichever version you want. So the latest version was standard BR version, EUW. I don't know what EUW is, NA. So you need to select your server region. Auto Steam version. Make sure you have connected your Steam account in Lutrus and that you own this game. So is it available via Steam? I don't think I have it. No. Maybe it is available via Steam. Let's have a look. Maybe not. No, League of Legends, I can't see it via Steam. So League of Legends isn't on Steam at all, by the look of it. And what happened to Big Daddy Linux and Rocco? He went and packed it in, and the other guy took over. The OpenSUSE guy took it over. I can't remember his name. Nice guy, but he's taken it over. Blimey, we found one you don't have. Well, I don't like League of Legends. It's a MOBA. Hey up, Savage. I am good on Steam download and currently playing Lords Mobile, Diablo 4 and Raid. Yes, lol. Yep, I have Steam, but no lol. Right, okay. So my recommendation to you would either be if you want to run it in a web browser and not have to install it or do anything with it, use GeForce Now. Because LOL's available on GeForce Now. If that's no good, then you need to select the correct EU NE Northeast, EU West. I don't know. I'm not sure what the server designation is. Russian. You need to select the correct server, bring it down, and it should install it for you. It doesn't really tell you anything about how well it runs on Lutrus, but I would think it runs pretty darn gorgeous. It's free to play, yeah. It's available for, it's a MOBA available for Mac and Windows. So that would be my first port of call. Now I'm running Guild Wars 2 under Lutrus, and I can show you that. I don't have enough time to download and run League of Legends right now. But as you can see, Guild Wars 2 via Lutrus, and the beauty of Lutrus is it's ever so easy to install games because it installs all the wine bits for you automatically, which is really, really nice. So you don't have to faff about with all the bits of wine gubbins. Just bear with me a second, all. I just need to change my glasses because I can't see a damn thing on my regular glasses. Yeah, okay. Swap my glasses back. And we want... and submit that. It's all right. I can put my headset back on now. Oh, there we go. So this is just to prove that outside of Steam, using a launcher such as Lutrus is absolutely brilliant. Featuring an i7 970, a beast for its time, but Microsoft says time to put it out to pasture. Seems nuts considering it's a 6-core 12-thread. We'll have to try MX. MX will absolutely fly on it. This is a Core i5 2400 4-core 4-thread with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and she's an absolute monster. According to Windows, I should take it to the tip as e-waste. Well, how about naff off? And again, I don't know how this is going to stream on StreamYard. On OBS, it streams absolutely beautifully fine. And again, it looks gorgeous on my PC. That's the only reference point I can give you. All I can tell you is go try it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Just go try it, wouldn't you know? Getting lodged. Favourite pastime, getting lodged. So there you go, everybody. And that's using a non-Steam platform. Now you can download, install and run Guild Wars 2 via Steam, but what it won't do is let you log in with any account. You'll feel like will only let you log in with a Steam account. Well, my main account isn't a Steam account, so the two differ, hence why I run it on Lutrus. Cool looking char. Thank you, Gian. Nice. Got Guild Wars 1 and 2. Yeah, I run Guild Wars 1 and 2. Again via Lutrus. We'll just get these out of the way. So this is the original Guild Wars, which I played from, I think, 2005 to 2012. I've no idea what the password is for this. I changed it that many times. Oh, hang on. Let's try. I've no idea. I'm sure that's incorrect. Yeah, I've no idea. I'd have to find out or reset it. But nevertheless, I mean, I'll try the main one. Oh, it might actually be. Let's try that. No. Okay, well, I don't want to go and lock myself out. So what I'll do is Alt Tab out of it and just shut it down. Close. There we go. So yeah, I'll run both Guild Wars 1 and 2 via Lutrus, and they run just fine. They're fantastic. Nabist, I needed to get some files off a 20-year-old backup CD. So I fired up a 20-year-old XP PC, installed the 20-year-old backup software, easy peasy. Yeah, absolutely, Nab. You can't go wrong. You should try a password manager. No. I've never used a password manager, but that's just me. So the next game running natively in Linux is going to be Doom 3. Why not? All these games are running via Steam, but they're running natively rather than using Proton. So I hope some of you find it interesting and amusing. Again, I can only share with you my experience on this e-waste PC. So if your rig has better specs than my rig, you should have a much better experience. Okay, let's load the game. This is the one that I did the 100% tested on, but that was under Proton Fun. Oh no, it wasn't. It was natively under Linux. I beg your pardon. Yeah, that's the point I'm badly trying to get over, Nabist. And I just think, I mean, you can use whatever Linux you like. You don't have to use MX. I just think it's so refreshing to stick the middle finger up to Microsoft. Oh, did I not save it? There we go. That's what I was after. Again, I can only tell you what it looks like on my screen, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, well, if you unlock the goddamn door, have we got a PDA? Yep, we've got a UAC PDA. Good. Oh, there we go. I actually want to swap that out for a torch, and the torch is also a weapon that we can hit people over the head with. Well, thanks so much for being amenable. Okay, so let's continue on the long and lonely winding road. That was a guy that was just here. Never mind for a secretary. Strong Russian game. I've also got a gazillion other games to bring down, so this series is going to run on the YouTube for an awful long while. And that's just the games that I own. There's a gazillion games that I don't own. General access. Am I supposed to go another way? Yep, I am. I have an Epic Store library of games as well. Yep, absolutely. Hey, Grandam, how you diddly doing? I like using GOGs. Yeah, a lot of people like using GOGs. They're almost like self-contained game files, and they do seem to run really, really well, for sure. So, I don't know which way I came in there. I'm sure this is the way that I need to go. Use your flashlight. Yeah, well, we know all about that, big boy. That's why we've got the flashlight out, so we can see where we're going. There's a guy down there we could talk to, but I don't think we need to. Maybe we do. But nevertheless, I mean, oh yeah, we do. Thinking you. There we go, we're out the other side. Fabulous. Here's t'other one to get us back in. This is the actual Mars itself. Wow. Let's get back inside. Although we'll probably wish later on that we'd stayed outside. And there we go. Very inhospitable. It's in a hospital. I can't even say it. Inhospitable planet is Mars. We want to go up to 1. Communications. Moving to level 2, comms, objective. Reach the old com. Well, we've done that. I'm going to save that away. And there we go. Let's go to quit. Yep. And we'll quit that out. So that's Doom 3. All right. These, I know, are older games, but nevertheless, they're running beautifully. Really? What the hell have I clicked now? They're running beautifully via OpenGL, which is amazing. So let's open that. And all I need to do is go to the library, go to Doom and click stop. Confirm. Okay, if you look at the settings on Doom that I've got, you'll see that under compatibility there is no Proton, so it's running natively under Linux, which is terrific. And all the rest of the other games that I'm going to show you are also like that. So there we go. We can get rid of the terminal. So many ways to game with a Linux PC now. Yeah, absolutely, Grant. Most of them work beautifully. Instances of MX on various machines. 3 MyO Linux partitions, one of which is an alternate boot with a 32-bit XP box. And one Endeavour OS that has survived 1.5 years of updates. That's awesome, Nab. That's awesome, dude. Come on then, if you're coming up. Come on, up. Sorry, talking to the dog, if any of you are wondering. Hey up, Cody. Lovely to see you. Okay, so next up is Age of Wonders 3. For those of you who are fans of this type of genre, I've got to create an account, haven't I? Create Triumph account. Well, we'll have a go. I'll probably fail at this screen. But anyway, we'll do our best. Actually, we'll use the one we don't use anymore. Just in case it gets hacked, which I'm sure it won't. But I do try and show as much of this on screen as I possibly can. And I'll use an old password that I no longer use as well. Just in case, again, I get, for whatever reason, hacked. I shouldn't get hacked, really. I'm going to put the wrong date of birth in, not my actual date of birth. So do not be concerned. Country, again, just in case they get hacked, because I won't want my real date of birth getting out there. Please don't think I'm paranoid. I'm not. Just a little bit careful. Okay. An activation email. Oh God, really? Just bear with me a second. That's what I want. So just bear with me a second. I'm just going to stop sharing the screen for a second. There we go. And we'll just activate that away. Let me minimize that. There's so much going on a single screen. It's unbelievable. Oh, there we go. Triumph support. There's your activation link, Ebeez. Click on that. So we're clicking on that. Yeah, absolutely stealth. Why would you? Sorry about the delay. Well, it's taking forever to load up. Support.age of wonders. Love? I don't know why it's taking so long. Unless I can't validate the account anymore because it's an older game. I don't know. But that is weird. It's definitely not loading at all. And it won't resubmit. How bizarre. All right. Well, it ain't going to let me log in. So we'll go back to streaming the screen. Let's see. Remember password. It might not let me log in. Your account is not activated. You want to continue to play in offline mode? Yes, please. Thank you. And we'll sort out the Triumph account later on. But these are all games that I'd really, really like to get into and spend some time with enjoying. No, it doesn't want to run natively, does it, Age of Wonders? Runs fine under Proton. Uh, your account has not been activated. You need to activate your account. Okay. And if we go play, do you still want to play in offline mode? Yes. And it just bugs out. So Age of Wonders is supposed to run on natively on Linux. Well, apparently not. Which is a bit of a shitter. So let's bring it back down as Proton and see if it runs under Proton, which hopefully it will, which is a shitter. Well, I know it will because I did a video on it. But I did put it back to non-Proton because it did say, there it goes, that it was fully compatible with native Linux. It doesn't seem so now, not in this case, does it? But again, till you try all these things, you just don't know. Maybe I have already got an online account. Well, no, I haven't, but there you go. Now it's running just fine under Proton. Weird. This is supposed to run beautifully native under Linux. I wonder if any of the others are going to do this because I've not tried them. So, if it does go tits up, well, it's what it is. So we've got the Elven Court or the Commonwealth, and it looks like we have a load of community content as well available. Let's choose the Elven Court, recommended for new players. The Council of Origins. Simulation. We want it easy because I'm a bit of a dipshit. I mean, the game looks beautiful, even under Proton. But that's not the point of these games. The point of these games is to see it and it's not going to let me select that. Running beautifully natively under Linux. I mean, I don't give a shiny one what it's running under. But I just think for the stream sake, we needed to see it. Oh, that's okay. You can't win it all, can you? There's bound to be some that are awkward buggers. Okay, so that's Age of Wonders. And we had to change that to Proton to get that one working. What's the next one? The next one is Grid Auto Sport. This is for all you racing car fans out there. On GOG, it's a Windows-only game. Well, on Steam, it does say for Steam OS Linux. And it cites the minimum requirements under Ubuntu. So I just assume that means that it is fully compatible with a native Linux. You don't need to run Proton. Now, this again is Grid Autosport. This should be running natively under Linux. Should. We'll see if it works or not. I know for a fact it runs beautifully under Proton. Let's just check it. Grid. Wherefore art thou grid? No. So this is another one that's supposed to run natively under Linux and is not interested. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. Okay, so let's try Grid again under Proton. Grid Auto Sport loading. Absolutely love this game. Yeah, absolutely, Grant. No, it could be a myriad of things. It could be something I've changed or done on the system that's stopping certain games running natively. It could be the fact that I have no System D running, and it may well be that some of the games need System D in order to run natively. Yeah, we'll just have to see. But I mean, most of these games I would, there we go, and it's running fine on the Proton, as do all of these games. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm sure some of them, now it'd be interesting to see because I've changed both Euro Truck and American Truck to native OpenGL. They both run beautifully under Proton. I'll be interested to see what they run like with all the map mods and everything else installed under OpenGL. I'm hoping it's got a lot better and they run beautiful. You can enable it at boot, can you? Yes, you can. RO, you can, but I mean, I tend to run System D free. That's just me. Please warten. There's our beautiful Grid Autosport. So I know that's going to run beautifully. I don't need to run it. But that is another one that doesn't want to run natively. And I'm going to assume it's because of System D. Next one up is Hearts of Iron. This again is running natively under OpenGL rather than under Proton. If this one works and runs, which it looks like it's going to do, then obviously they don't need System D. I need a Paradox account. So I need to create a Paradox account. Well, I'm not going to turn this into an account creating stream. So continue. Continue. Oh, I'm assuming I've got to tick something that I haven't ticked. Or maybe I just needed to go down to the bottom. And that's the launcher. I've not logged in, but we should still be able to play the game locally. Loading GUI, there it goes. This is running natively under Steam, so no Proton. This appears to be running beautifully, but again, until you know, play 2, 3 or 4 hours into a game, you don't know how stable it is, or you know what sort of crashes there's going to be and all the rest of it. Just let me minimize the chat for 1 second so I can see the whole screen. So subscribe and get access to all DLC. No, thank you. We'll do a new game. 1936, I believe, is where you should start this game. What country do you want to be? Other countries. Poland, Finland. We can be Finland. There's the map. Well, this all seems to be running beautifully. Hang on a sec. Let me just see if I can bring the chat back up. There we go. This all seems to be running beautifully. Interesting countries. I didn't know there was such a thing. So I'm gonna go back to main menu because I don't want to spend all night on just on one game. The next game up is Atom, which should run beautifully native under Linux. The only trouble with it is it's a Russian version of Fallout, the original Fallouts. And there you go. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. I'll get rid of the chat just for now. Please warten. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning. Let's load a game. We'll load up her. I don't remember making all these games, but I must have done many, many years ago. There's the bloody phone again. She can do a strong Russian punch. God, what has she done now? Wow. I'm not going to try and pronunciate that. But as you can see, the game under Linux natively is running beautifully. I don't know why it's not letting me share that or minimize that. Really? There we go. Let's minimize that. Let's put Atom back on. Let's see you play Destiny 2 again. Yeah, sure, we can play Destiny 2. Not a good idea while you're streaming. So there we go. Atom running absolutely gorgeous. So we didn't really glean much from him, did we? The game itself, just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm not going to save that. Exit to main menu. Hey, Ben, nice to see you. So Destiny 2, piece of piss, really. Destiny 2, Fortnite, whatever, League of Legends, whatever. The only one I don't have, Apex Legends, piece of piss. The only one I don't have a solution for is Valorant. If you want to play Valorant, you're going to have to play that on I thought I'd already got it on Steam. Oh, do you have to buy it? Maybe it was a free weekend then. Well, I don't own Destiny 2, apparently. Oh, that's Destroy All Humans. That's nothing to do with Destiny 2. There we go. And play. There's 143 in front of us, and we're live streaming. So, I'm not going to wait here. Needless to say, it will load up and run beautifully. There you go. ISO. That's how I would play Destiny 2 on any Linux. Beautiful. Or Fortnite, or League of Legends, or any other game for that matter. And you're absolutely spoilt for choice. As I say, the only one that you don't have access to is Valorant. Apex Legends is in here. Fortnite, Destiny 2, they're all here. And then, Starfield, your Halo Infinite. It's all they're all a set of Corsa, they're all in here for you to just Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3, just fill your boots. Absolutely fill your boots. Alan Wake, Witcher, just knock yourself out. But, as I have said many times, you have to be prepared to use every tool in the kit bag. And it might not be the solution that you want, but nevertheless, there is always a solution. And that's how I'd play any AAA game that's not readily available locally on my Linux box. Just load up the GeForce Now. Your job done, ain't you? Okay, so what have we got left? Okay, so this is American Truck Simulator. I don't know how this is going to run in OpenGL with all the mods and the map mods that I've got installed. It might be an absolute car crash. Incompatible DLC. Yes, we know all about that. That's fine. It should disable them because on American Truck I'm back on 137 and on Euro Truck I'm on 149. Game upgraded to a newer version of 137, really. Oh yeah, that's because we've changed it from Proton to OpenGL. Well, it's not telling me any of the mods are incompatible. There's no big red things. But the chat is actually covering it up, isn't it? Okay, now it's going to let me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So all these mods are incompatible with OpenGL, as you can see, which is a shit. Yeah, I do want to quit because I do like that build that I've done. So if you change it to OpenGL, it's a shitter. So let's not disaster it. And what we'll do is see what it's going to cost us to put it back to Proton. American Truck, properties, compatibility, force the use, Proton Experimental, which is what it was on. And let's update it to use Proton. It's only 50 megs, so that should be fine. Okay, so now let's relaunch American Truck. Just bear with me a second while I get thingy up. Because I don't want to go and miss anything. Share an indicator, YouTube Studio. No, that's not what I wanted. It must be that one then. There we go. And let's minimize that. Failed to run American truck, timeout was reached. Let's launch it anyway. Actually, I shouldn't put that side. I should put it to the side. There we go. And we can still bring the bar on. Yep, lovely. There we go. So maybe it's reactivated all the DLC. I don't know. Game version is now 137, which is correct. Let's go back to the mod manager. There we go. So on OpenGL, all those mods are incompatible. On Proton, all the mods are compatible. So that's another reason why you wouldn't want to run the trucking in OpenGL, because a lot of the mods are just not OpenGL compatible. So let's load up American Truck Sim, albeit with OpenGL. Let me just select this, see if I can minimize it. Let's go back to American Truck. We currently have a job on. Again, this is StreamYard, not OBS. And I am streaming the whole PC, not a window. I'd normally just stream a window. And let's see how she runs and looks. She looks gorgeous on my screen. Absolutely gorgeous. And as I say, this is StreamYard, so crunch, hit the fence. I wouldn't expect it to be OBS quality, but nevertheless. So it's not a good idea to run the trucking games then in OpenGL. I guess they could be run in OpenGL, but you'd have to run them literally vanilla. Oh, wrong keys. And that's running beautifully. Let's just get the map up, see if this crashes out. No, we're currently in Des Moines. And we've got a job on down to, I can't even read that. Is that Emporia? Emporia, I think. And that's our map, complete with ATMX. The whole of Mexico. Beautiful. So that again is another one that's not a contender for running it natively. You need to run it via Proton. So one must then assume, if logic is to take place, that Euro Truck Simulator 2 is also going to be just as crap without its Proton. So let's put Euro Truck back to Proton. This is the latest version 1.49 with a huge map. There we go. That was quick. As the actress said to the bishop. And we'll boot this up and let this run. Excuse me. And there we go. We should have Euro Truck Simulator 2 up now. Hopefully you can all see that. English Bob 24. Let's just check the mods. This is going to take forever to load. It's a huge profile. And we've got absolutely no right to run it on 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that's what we're running it on. As you can see, the build is huge, as the actress said to the bishop. So this literally is going to just be a loading screen if I load it up. We'll give it a run out. And while it does that, We'll bring the chat back up just so I can keep up. I got lucky. I just went native and my mods were okay for OpenGL, but I'm on 149. Drops in a bit in OpenGL. Yep, absolutely, Michael. Well, you see, my argument is when Proton is this good, why would you want to run it natively anyway? But some of the games do look stunning in native. Most of them look stunning in Proton. There's not a lot of difference, to be honest. But I guess it's just nice to be able to run a game natively rather than using the Proton malarkey. So here we go with Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is a huge build. This is going to take forever to load. My apologies, but we will have tried everything on the screen. Just for those of you that are wondering what the rectangles are, well, they're all the gaming thumbnails that are made or are making or have made. I like to keep them all kind of together. I do have directories with tons of thumbnails in, and trying to find them all the while can get a little bit tiresome. So I just tend to keep them all together on the desktop. Glad you got lucky, Michael. A little bit worrying that I don't hear any game sound. Maybe I've got that turned down. Now I can hear the game sound. Yeah, I think I've got that turned down. Again, I don't know how good this is going to look via StreamYard. My apologies if it's crap. All I can assure you is that it's fantastic on my screen. Absolutely brilliant. I did warn you this was going to be a bit of a loading screen stream because we've got absolutely no right to do this GMC build on 8 gigs of RAM with a bloody old Core i5 2400 processor. It's 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM at that. This is an e-waste PC, of course, and it's not. So Windows, suck my big hairy gonads. It will load. It just will take forever, and with streaming it as well, it's going to be even longer. Miss the load screen stream. Oh, bless you. Bless you. By the way, did you hear that I've got the girls in the morning? So you need to text GDad. Hopefully you did. I'm just making sure, that's all. Because you know what a bit of a chab I am. I've also got a really, really nice custom old school scanner that I've installed in this that I've not played yet. So I don't know if that's going to drag it down or not. Yeah, I've done it already. Great. Thanks ever so much. I'm really appreciative. Thank you. That's lovely of you, Poppet. Thank you. Hey up, Jeff. How you diddly doing? Nice to see you, fella. Hope you're safe and well. And there we go. We're in. Let me just minimise the chat. Sorry about this, but hopefully you can all see the whole screen. That's got rid of that. Let's go back to Euro Truck. So this is my little old school 141 Scanny that I've not even driven yet. So I don't know how this is going to work. This is on the latest 149. I'll show you the map in game. It's huge. And we have also got Grimes installed as well. Of course, I've got all my Kalina themed trailers. And I went for a plain white Scania as I don't have a Kalina themed skin for it. Now, as I say, this is running on StreamYard, so My apologies if it's thoroughly terrible. It's gorgeous on OBS. I have done a recording test on OBS, and it was fantastic. So for those of you that like really, really old school trucks, this little old school Scania is a Perla on 149. Everything works, the wipers work. You've got full cab suspension and everything else. So there you go. I'm not going to bore you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. So as you can see, the map is absolutely gargantuan, and we've got, you know, Russia, we've got Ukraine, you name it, we've got it. We've got the Middle East. We've got a little bits of Africa as well. Little entries into Africa. But good luck trying to complete that map. I mean, how many years of simulation driving would it take to complete that bad boy? Just saying, I think we've I can't remember where the great step is. I think this is the great step here. We've got it all. We got an army. I didn't go for the paid African mod because these are all free mods, but as you can see, it's absolutely huge and thoroughly flushed out. So there you go, everybody. Let me just quit that. Wow, computer's going to breathe a sigh of relief when that quits down. Just saying. There we go. So yeah, there we go. So that is the current state of play of my Linux gaming. I'm just having the time of my life. I'm literally just working through my games library, doing videos on 100% tested, and once I've successfully tested the game, then I'm uninstalling it and installing another game. These are the installed games. You don't want to see the uninstalled games, because games like Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto 5, they're all over 100 gig a piece to bring down, which is just mental. Looks good your end. Thank you, Bex. Looks good. Thank you, Robbie. So I'm waiting till you get done combining both the SCS. Yeah, it's coming, Michael. And SCS have already I forget, I think it was I don't know whether it's the lead executive or the lead developer. He was talking about this. They're going to get to a stage where they've added all the map DLCs, the trucks are all up to date, there's nothing more for them to do. So they are on about combining American Truck and Euro Truck into a single engine and calling it World Truck Simulator. There are also rumours that they're going to be adding Australia into it. So, you know, you can do your road trains in Australia, blah, 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 blah. How true and realistic that is, who knows? Fuck knows. Nobody knows. How far into the future is it? Is it 12 months? Is it 5 years? I have no idea. But there was definitely a piece on the SCS blog that I noticed where the lead developer was talking about the future of ETS2 and ATS and combining them, which, if you think about it, would make an awful lot of sense. Because then if we did have a World Truck Simulator, you'd have one set of maps for one game, which would be so cool. But anyway. It won't be. Really, Robbie? Well, I was led to believe it would be because they're going to run out of content to develop. But okay, well, World Truck Simulator, we'll see. Maybe you're right and I'm wrong, Robbie. But it was a very interesting interview that I watched, and I can't remember where I watched it now. But the lead developer said that he was that, well, they were definitely considering amalgamating all of the 3 titles with the addition of the new Australian Truck Simulator into a single title, and making sure, I think their immediate priority is to port it to all the consoles, because it's still not available on console. So make it multi-platform, carry on developing the map expansions, and then take it from there, I guess. They would lose a lot of money. No, I don't think they would. I think they make money. The problem is, Robbie, once the game is reached its maturity, how do you make money? Once everybody's got all the map DLCs, all the trucks, blah blah blah, why would you spend any money on the game? Wish I was your neighbour either. Oh, bless you. Well, I think you're in a unique club of one there, just saying. Well, that was very kind. But this, of course, is all on one PC, on an eWaste PC, on MX Linux. You can use whatever Linux you like. It really doesn't matter. These are just thumbnails that I've been designing just in case you're wondering what they are for the YouTube videos. That's all they are. Just in case you wonder what these all are. And it's just to save me struggling with this. I don't want to launch anything. So if I come down to YouTube thumbs and current, I mean, good luck trying to find a YouTube thumb in there. Oh, you've got the search facility. But yep, search is fucking great if you can remember what you called your thumbnail. Because I can't. Just saying, if it's like Valheim, then it's straightforward. You know what you're looking for. But where I've got multiple ones, or where I've called something Ebeez. Oh, it's just, is it that one? Is it that one? You just look, you just go on forever and a day trying to find stuff. So this is why I have it all lodged on the desktop, A, so it's easy for me to find, and B, so it's nice and easy for me to upload onto said YouTube. So there you go, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for your company. I'm loving being back on the YouTube, doing what I'm passionate about and doing what I love doing, and that is gaming and Linux together. It's my ultimate fantasy, if you like. One which has always caused me strife. I think only Peppermint Linux OS and MX Linux has given me this level of Windows level usability, in that there's an icon, a point and click, and something just happens day after day. I don't have to worry about anything. So that's the point I'm trying to convey to you guys and girls. If you're on Linux Mint, if you're on Ubuntu, Zorin, Arch, Gentoo, Slack, whatever floats your boat, use what makes you happy and screw everybody else. For me, it's MX Linux. I've loved it. I hope you have. Look after yourselves. Have a great week. Much, much love to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all in the next stream next week. And hopefully we'll be able to share a little bit more about what each and every one of us has been up to and been doing. Much, much love. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.